Welcome subscribers, good morning to all. So I'm there with another new interesting topic, and my today's topic of conversation is all about podcast. So nowadays you are listening to that podcast, and there's a word in search that what is the meaning of podcast. So today we are wrap up with this topic only. So let's start for the talking about it. So first, telling about the meaning of the podcast. So you listen that there are some people that post stories or something like that only, and that do not you do not have to see their face or the video like this, and you can listen to it as without seeing their video and on the radio on, so you can listen them very quietly, and they are much clear there also. So this is all about the podcast that we can talk. Means that if I am telling a story in the video form, and I can also record it at the audio form and upload it on the radio or stations like this only, and then this will be like podcast only. And this is all about the podcast that is there. So the main platform of performing a podcast is on the radio, and it is not a frequent thing in India, but in the United States or country like this, the podcast is very much familiar there, and people used headphone and they are just listening to the podcast, and there we can see books, motivational quotes, and stories. All the things that we hear on the radio are there talking in the podcast, and hear how it's work. So podcast is very useful for us, and also podcast that the benefit that you can see that it is also playing in the radio. So because of it only we can also listen it anywhere, and the podcast is a very mean, and because of it only the only purpose is of hearing. So there is no net used because in radio there is no net that is used, and so podcast is very much cheap on listening, and it is very much free on the daily basis if you want to listen. And you are there thinking that the RJs that are doing, and in the real time they are doing podcast only in my way. And how is you can also start a podcast. Yes, there are several ways you can start it. I do not know much about the podcast much further, but I hear that Spotify or things like that will help you much further growing your podcast. And here, if you're interested toward it and you have a vision or a story to tell in the podcast, then this is for you, and you can start it for your home only. And I think you can also do earning towards it. So this is all about the podcast that I can know, and I know that further that the people are doing it much good way, and several people like it too. And the radios are much related to podcast in India, but in United States it is given a real name that is about the podcast and how the podcast is being doing. Much further, the likely thing is that you can also do earning with the podcast, and that's the thing that I also like about it. And here you get the things that will done or the podcast. So this is all the today's video, and thank you to the part of this conversation. And if you're till here watch all this video, thank you for that. And we hope you like this video much further, and we will meet soon. Meanwhile, you'll ever dislike this video as if other want. Share this video to all friends and family members and whoever you want to, and comment me down my mistake that you see in this video, and please tell me my mistakes. I'm looking for that. Subscribe to my channel if you really want the updates of new topic like this one, and also suggest me that how can I improve this channel much further like this, and also tell me your reviews of the topic podcast and new topic that you're searching for. Check out the description section for more info, and if you are interested in the podcast, then please go for it and make a vision of in India also of doing the podcast much familiar. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay blessed. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye. Take care. Love you all and signing off for the day. Bye bye.